What is happening, people? Hey guys, we at the lake today. It is September the 2nd. Water temps are about 83 degrees. We hadn't fished in about 2 weeks. As always, when you've missed a certain amount of time from the lake, you have to come back and find the fish. So today we're going to concentrate on some docks, just like you see over my shoulder here. And it's a bright sunny day. Crappie love shade. They're going to go to those docks. So stay with us and hope you enjoy the video. Good grief.
Some good old crappie right now, boy.
That's a nice one. Yes, sir.
Boom! So hey guys, this dock behind me is a good dock to fish. See how it doesn't have any boats or any obstructions down low, so it's real easy to cast back to the backside. And see, there's a good shade area. Let me turn the camera just a little bit. See, that's a good shade area there to catch crappie in, and a wide deck on this side. Water's down a little bit, so you can cast under there. You know, a lot of people don't like to fish docks just because they're difficult to fish, but they do hold a lot of fish this time of year. So hey guys, as you know, I've been doing videos for about a little over 3 years now, and my goal when I started was when I got to 300 videos, I'd have 10,000 subscribers. You know, that's a feat within itself. Appreciate all the ones I've got up so far. So I need to power the people. I'd like to push over 10,000 in the next few weeks. So if you guys could help me out, if you could get 2 of your friends, 2 of your acquaintances, just to click the subscribe button on my channel, that will put me over. Once I get to 10,000, I'm gonna have a big giveaway, shirts and hats like I have on. And that also, at 10,000, I'm allowed to advertise on my YouTube channel for my shirts and hats. You've got to reach that goal of 10,000 before you can do that. So that's my goal. So right now it's about 9,020 or 9,200, whatever it is, and somewhere around there. I hadn't checked it in a while. So if you could help me out, I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate all the subscribers. So hey, let's go catch a fish. Now the secret, I'm gonna tell you, the secret is angle and getting up underneath these docks. Now, if I get to the side, I can cast, you know, sideways, and I can get a lure back underneath this dock. Sometimes you can get under these docks, sometimes you can't. Boom, got bit. I don't think this is, yeah, this is a decent crappie. We'll take a look at it. You know, 9 1/4 inch crappie. It's kind of a summertime crappie. You know, just a little booger. We'll turn him back. You know, let's go over what we're fishing with today. So I'm fishing with my 6.5 foot Fenwick rod here, and Shimano reel, 6-pound test line, and we're fishing with Lake Country baits today. That is that LC shad body in a dipstick color, that green color. I have caught a lot of crappie on that color. Now it's a little short right now because I bit the head of it off when I caught that last crappie. Got my pliers in and I got a hold to the body and I pinched the head off. So what I do is I just bite it off a little bit and keep fishing with it because the rest of the body is pretty good. But if you hadn't tried these Lake Country baits, Dennis makes these bodies in several different body types and a lot of different colors, but that is one of my most favorite colors so far. And that LC shad, look at that tail wiggle. Let me show you something different too. See how this is flat on the back? It's not rounded on the top. So by it being flat, it gets more water friction, and that tail just sits there and just wiggles just like this in the water column. Boom. Let's go catch a crappie. Finally enticed one to actually bite. He's a decent crappie. And he actually ate that thing like he wanted it. Look how deep in the mouth. Man, he ate that thing. And again, that's that dipstick color. Boom. Good crappie. You know, that's a good 10-inch crappie, 10 1/4. Boom. We're not keeping fish today. We're going to turn him loose. I'm actually just vertical jigging because this dock is so wide. It's creating a lot of shade. So there's actually some crappie suspended right in the center of this dock. Now this is just a little booger here. Small, you know, 9 1/4 inch fish. Now, if I start catching, when I get to a dock, there's another tip. You get to a dock and you catch the first 3 or 4 fish and they're all small that size, you might as well move on. Most of them's that small. There were some bigger fish deeper underneath here, and that's kind of the fish that I'm actually targeting. Those bigger fish that's actually a little deeper. And if you can see what I'm doing here, I'm going to tilt this down. I'm attempting to get this lure back underneath. See, I'm going to pitch it under there. Automatically it's hung, and you notice that was hung. I just had to break off. There was a cross member under there and I threw across it. A lot of times if you don't see your line sinking and it just stops, you over the cross member. So I attempted to get it back up to the cross member and get it over it, but it didn't work. So let's switch rods. So I'll share a tip that I do a lot of times. I think I've shared this before, but you see, that's a gold hook there, and if you're fishing around, you never know when the guys building docks, they're gonna have a 2x4 sticking out, you know, 2 or 3 feet anywhere under there. You're gonna get hung up under. One of the things that I do if I'm fishing, is I'll take my pliers, and you can only do this on a gold hook, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna bend it out just like that. Boom. And I'm going to bend it back. Now you may distort the hook. You may distort the hook a little bit, but you won't do it much. By bending it out, you'll take some of the rigidness out of it. So when you get hung and I pull on this, so when I get hung under the dock and I need to pull this out, this will bend out and I can get my lure back, and I just take my pliers and bend it back. So that helps sometimes. I have some brush guards, lures that I use in heavy brush, but I don't think I get the bites with those little brush guards on there. So this is a good alternative to do. It's just to bend that gold hook out, bend it back. Let's go catch a fish. All right. So there's another one on the LC shad. Oops. You know, he's probably 9 3/4 inches fish. Boom. Now if you look in here, I'm gonna show you. So you know, you can cast up underneath here, all up underneath here, and you notice over here this cable sticking down. There's a little bit of gap in there. You can pitch back in there along this side. All these holes you can pitch in. And if you fish in these docks, I'm pretty close. Now, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Fish are not in a chasing mode today. They're not coming out after the lure. It's more of a vertical presentation. So I'm short pitching under there, giving it plenty of line, getting it down in the strike zone and letting it just float right through the fish. And I'm getting a taker. They're not being real aggressive today. But that's just one tip. Get it back under there as far as you can or where the fish are at and just work it back out. And as I said, if you start catching a lot of small fish, just move on. There's actually fish in all of these slips along here. And so I want to give myself the opportunity to catch them. Now, I have been fishing before. This is no joke. I have fished a dock, have 3 slips in it. Fish one slip, catch one fish. Go to the next one, catch nothing. Go to the third one, bam, bam, bam. Every cast. For whatever reason, they're orientated to that side, maybe feeding more, maybe wind current, maybe river current. You just don't know why they would be feeding in that slip and not feeding in this slip. Okay, so here I'm hung. I got some boat weight coming in. And if you got a boat that comes by, just take your trolling motor and get away from the dock. It'll keep from banging your boat up as well as banging up the dock owner's boats. So let's see if this will come loose. Boom, just like that right there. See how that came loose there? This was good timing here. See how that hook bent right back out, and I got my lure back. Well, this is a little better. Well, still a small fish. Now he bit a reaction strike. Boom. So what I did is lower the lure right down into the fish, and it just sit there. No fish reacted. So what I did, give it a quick twist, like twitch, like it. Twink. Lure flies up, gets a reaction strike. Let's try that again. Boom. That quick twitch seems to get the crappie to bite. Boom. See, that just goes to show you, folks. I mean, I've been vertical jigging, I've been pitching, been swimming and lure by these fish. Boom. You know, he's a keeper fish here on this lake. He's 9, maybe 9¼ inches. We'll try that again. I'll try to hold the rod tip up so you can see this. Fix that lure. Different presentation. This is a reaction bite. So we're gonna let the lure down. And these fish are about 15 to 18 foot deep. So we'll let the lure down here. Okay, so I immediately got bit that time. Boom. Boom. He's a little bit better. Now he's pushing almost 10 inches long. Have you ever noticed, I'll get you to comment, if you ever noticed you get to a group of fish and they really don't want to bite, and all of a sudden you catch one, then you catch two, then you catch three, then it looks like it turns the bite on. They see the school begin to feed, and it's a chain reaction of the other fish feeding. You ever experienced that? I've experienced that several times. Okay, let's do it again. We did not get the lure all the way down. I guess that one was jealous that he did not get to eat like his brother did. So we'll count that down about 8 or 10 seconds. Get that down into the fish, and it's just a simple pop of the rod. Pop. We'll let it settle. We got hit, but he didn't eat it. He hit at it. And we'll just lower that lure. We lost him. We'll lower that lure right back down into the water. Now he's hit it twice and I've hung one. Let's check the lure. He probably knocked the lure down. Yeah, just as I expected. When you set the hook, you're gonna knock your lure down. Boom. So I'm gonna keep the camera kind of turned here so you can see the rod. All right. Let's see if I can get it down. We'll count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are in the fish. We'll give it a little twitch. 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 Boom, we got a reaction. Probably messed that lure up. We'll let it drop right straight back. Twitch. Twitch. Lure's probably messed up. Yep. Well, we're getting bit, but they're not quite eating. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you've seen something you enjoyed. I hope you've seen something you learned. Don't forget about my request at the beginning of the video. Never fails. When you go to talking to the camera, a boat comes by. Always. Anyway, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the subscribers that we get for this channel. Remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Click the like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Wildlife Adventures. And as always, you remember, it's a wildlife, and I'll see you in the field. And I'm going to fish some more. I'm going up to the upper end of the lake, so